Good day, everyone. This is CypherShell with your daily cyber intelligence report. Today is Friday, January the 2nd, 2026. Again, Happy New Year, everyone. Hope everyone had a great holiday season. Bottom line up front today, new wave of GlassWorm is targeting macOS VSCode extensions. Also, new developments and agentic SOC projects, which is really interesting, and an upcoming Senate Subcommittee on Cybersecurity that will be on January 6th. So, general news first regarding GlassWorm. The fourth wave of the GlassWorm campaign targets macOS developers with malicious VS Code OpenVSX extensions that delivered Trojanized versions of crypto wallet applications. That is nothing too new. You've seen that before. The recent attacks use AES 256 CBC encrypted payloads embedded in compiled JavaScript and execute after a 15-minute delay to evade analysis, that was pretty interesting. The malware attempts to steal credentials from GitHub, NPM, OpenVSX accounts, cryptocurrency wallet data, keychain passwords, and replaces hardware cryptocurrency wallet apps like Ledger Live and Trezor Suite with Trojanized versions. Developers who have installed the affected extensions are recommended to remove them immediately and take additional security measures. I do find that is interesting. What kind of a threat group? I didn't do too much research into that yet, of which threat groups are using this. Let's go here in the article for Bleeping Computer. Let's see, is it showing anyone who is using it? Or how they attribute the GlassWorm group? It sounds like some sort of East Asian type of activity. Like that type of activity seems East Asian, but I don't see anything here at the moment. I'll look into that. Second bit of news item for today. I saw this on X. I don't remember who shared it. If I can find it, it was a Gruck retweet. I'll put the link in the chat, but this is for someone was here. Actually, I'll just bring it over here. Let's do that. We have this post here by Gadi Evron sharing a couple of Chinese-based projects found on GitHub, which he does have a good point that there are projects on GitHub, GitLab, that are done in other languages, Chinese, especially Russian, maybe some Portuguese, that have some cool ideas, but we usually don't see it because we're just looking for English search terms. So this one that I looked into is called Agentic SOC Parallel Simulation, ASPS, Autonomous Security Operations Parallel Simulation Center. There's a Chinese version of the text itself. It's published by SafeLine Man. Overall, this project is it's a platform that simulates a complete SOC using large action models and multi-agent collaboration to achieve autonomous cybersecurity operations. It employs 7 specialized AI agents, namely Purple Team, Detection Engineer, Analysis Engine, Triage, Forensics, Commander, and Reporter. And you can go onto this GitHub project page here to see exactly those different roles and how they are used in this automation platform. So all of this is powered by the DeepSeek reasoning model. It makes sense that Chinese, published by a Chinese user, to handle tasks like generating attack telemetry in OCSF format, creating detection rules, triaging alerts, performing forensics, orchestrating responses, and producing reports. The architecture features a Streamlit dashboard for real-time visualization and human oversight, a fast API model context protocol server for tool integrations such as VirusTotal or firewalls, whatever, and a lightweight security data warehouse with dynamic threat graph construction. Overall, the project explores the potential of large action models for end-to-end automation in complex threat scenarios, such as APT attacks, while supporting parallel simulations and human-in-the-loop interventions for high-risk actions. Blah, blah, blah. A lot of gobbledygook AI type stuff, but or LLM stuff to sell you on it. But let's bring this up here. I'm going to replay. This is a simulation for this project. So we can see here. All right, here's the workflow for the simulation running on 8501. Okay, running locally. Okay, so it's just simulating. You have here detection engineering, real-time alert queue, chain of thought. So that's going to be the reasoning of the LAM or LLM. You have your knowledge graph, investigation report, human in the loop. I assume that might mean some actions that might be required by a SOC analyst or engineer, or perhaps a SOC manager who, a tier 3 type person, or tier 2 or tier 1, depending on what actions need to be taken. So I find that really interesting. I have not deployed this yet on my own. Perhaps I will, but overall I find this subject to be very interesting, and I'll get into that further in analyst comments. Moving on, there are no domestic events or incidents to report for today, no international events or incidents, and no ISVM material really to go over. However, I am going to be updating a threshold, perhaps using only high and critical CVSS CVEs that are coming through, so a score of 7 or higher. And I'll be thinking about how to present those. Which one should I pick? How should I group them together? How should I present them within the report as well as in these daily videos? And lastly, before comments, our watch list events. Just as a reminder that on January 6th at 1930 Zulu, Senate Armed Services Subcommittee on Cybersecurity will receive a closed briefing on Department of War, cyber operations, and readiness for the fourth quarter of fiscal year 2025. So it's kind of a review of things, but and it will be a closed briefing, but there might be some actions taken after that meeting as well. So just keep your ears to the ground. Analyst comments. So utilizing LLMs for SOC automation is the gold standard right now. It's the golden ticket that people are looking for in various products, or to have their own teams produce that. And it's also something that every SOC analyst is becoming wary of, meaning there is the big hubbubaloo that AI and LLMs will overtake the lower SOC analyst positions. I don't think that is the case in the near future. There may be, in the next couple of years, functions of lower level analysts that might be augmented by these LLMs or agents. However, I don't think it'll quite go away just yet. It might transform what things look like in the SOC, and the tier 1 role I don't think would necessarily disappear. Might transition into a different type of role that is still tier 1, but it might be doing different things because of the LLMs and the AI automation might be doing some of the different stuff that they don't want to do. But overall, I think it is very good and very important and very pertinent for SOC analysts to be looking into this type of technology, finding these type of projects, as we see here for that, this project here for agentic SOC parallel simulation. It's just a simulation. However, it is the idea of what SOCs are looking for, of really automating that entire workflow from purple teaming to detection engineering to alert and response. And it will require humans, but this is something that we all need to be thinking of. How can we build things on our own so that we can better understand this technology and better help the industries that we are in. I believe that's all I had for today. It's been pretty light 24 hours. I know a couple of news articles came out later in the day, but I, I will share it on another day. But I do have an automated setup on my machine where I pull down all of the RSS feeds of the different sites that I gather news from, and parse it, summarize it with Mistral locally. But I do all of that earlier in the morning. So if things do come out later in the day, I won't get to that until the next day. But that is it for today on the Daily Cyber Intelligence Report for January 2nd, 2026. Have a happy new year. Hope you all have a great 2026. Create some goals, really work towards them, and become a better person. Become a better analyst or engineer, whatever role you might be in. Become a better brother or father or brother or sister or mother, whatever it is, whatever roles you might have in life. Become better. And that's it for 2026. Thank you. Have a good day.